Howdy guys, welcome back to Albert Engel's Pro Career and Pro Cycling Manager 2024. We are a Tour champion. And get a bit of a spoiler alert in the top there. Got the yellow jersey for the first time in Albert's career mode ever. So 2 times champion of Grand Tours in 2 starts. Not a bad record to have. He's also the young rider and green jersey. Missed out on the KOM, but you've really got to be hunting those early breakaways to grab those, I feel. I think we're having one too many days, weeks off here, I think. I feel like 1 is enough. We're just going to move forward and take a look. Yeah, so we're at 15%. Let's go to training and see. Can we edit that? No, I can't really. You know what? We're going to go with it anyway. It will definitely wipe out all of his fatigue, that's for sure. That's a guarantee. And I would kind of say IRL, this is what it would take. You'd have to have that many, yeah, you're going to have to be off the bike, on the bike. Your training's going to have to be hyper-focused. It's going to be a huge challenge for Albert to see if he can do the triple. But similar to how we took on the Tour is how we're thinking of taking on the Vuelta. So kind of starting at low, not low expectations, but like essentially riding for GC without thinking we're going to do incredibly well. And if we happen to be there after a week, we switch and we'll go for it. If we're not there, we've lost a little bit of time. You know, we're around a minute back, maybe a minute and a half back. We're going to make a decision to lose a bulk of time and just go for the jerseys. So maybe KOM, maybe points. It's a shame they don't have the combination jersey at the Vuelta anymore. That used to be one of the coolest jerseys. So they used to run a jersey that was a combination of all the jerseys, and that was a jersey itself. I think Valverde has the record or something like that. I feel like that's such an iconic image, is Valverde in the combination jersey at the Vuelta. Anyway, we'll jump forward into the Vuelta, and hopefully we can find out maybe who we're riding for in 2027. Yeah, so the 2 weeks off was a bad idea. 1 week was enough, realistically, but that's okay. We got offers rolling in at the moment, actually. We need to... Oh, it's only the 2nd of August. Okay. It's DSM and Ineos first off the cab. Interwanti also lining up. The DSM were meant to offer us last season and didn't, which, I'll be honest, kind of annoyed me. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so yeah, DSM were meant to offer us last season but didn't, which did tick us off, so they can rack off. Ineos would be very interesting. They've offered us €204,000, so has DSM, and Interwanti's offered us €203,000. They all last, oh no, one lasts on 9th, one lasts to the 11th, and one lasts to the 12th. Okay, we'll jump forward a little bit, at least to the 8th. Got an offer in from Bora. That's the big news. That's going to be very difficult for us to say no to. Let's end it. The sim here. We'll get rid of the budget news. Okay, so we got an offer from FDJ for 203. Bahrain have offered us 203. UAE have come in and offered us 203 as well. Quickstep have offered us 203. Quickstep is a team I would be half interested in riding for. Lotto offered us 203. Bora also offered us 203. Okay, and we've also got an offer sat there from Israel for 204. So we're talking £1,000 different, nothing too major. Before we do anything, main thing we need to do is take a look at what we should be doing next. So, I think it's going to be about fitness peak. That, or it's about willpower. I think we're going to do willpower first, actually. All right, we're going to up that next. Okay, let's go to rider data and contract. Okay, so we have offers in from Quickstep, who have Adam Yates under contract next season. He has a 79, 82, and 78 hilly class stats on him. Interestingly, no offer from Uno X. They haven't even bothered to try and entertain keeping us. We have an offer in from UAE against our main rival. It would be weird to join them. Ineos have offered us 203 as well. Just not really the kind of team we'd want to be on, if I'm honest. Bora have Hindley, Vlasov, Denny Martinez. So that is the kind of team we want to be on, if I'm honest. Bahrain have Matej Mohoric. Tiberi is a very good rider. And Jack Haig as well, the Aussie. Lotto have a young Irishman in Archie Ryan. We don't know much about. We don't know much about any of their 3 stars, unfortunately. FDJ have Stefan Kung, Lenny Martinez, who did ride very well on the tour, and David Gerdou, a pretty good French climber. In Tawanti have Luis Menchuez. He's going to be on in age though. What about Movistar? No offer in from them, funnily enough. Israel have Riccatello, Guy, and no, not really fancying that. Max Poole is a very strong rider though. That would be interesting to ride alongside him. But our heart's in one place. It's Bora. I think it's got to be Bora. We're gonna have to do it. Let's lock it in. Let's sign for Bora Hansgrohe in 2027 for Engel. Joining a very strong team, those 3 alone make me excited to ride for them. Really, like that's some proper backup candidates. Not backup candidates, backup teammates. Support in the hills, that's the word we're going for. Albert's break is over now. I've just realized we haven't set, down in the bottom there, we haven't set specific preparation goals in our training. I don't know how that's happened. Typically it does, and it just hasn't. That's okay. We can move forward and make sure we do set them. Do that. Which is it? Punch or do weights. Can we not do that one now? I guess not. Cobble. Right, let's just make sure that we quickly get all those locked. He can do that on that one. Okay, cool. Let's move into the Volta. And here we are, the first stage of the Volta about to tick over. Here it is. So the team we're taking, Magnus Cort backs up from the tour. So does no one else. Oh no, Cool Set does as well. We got Christian Odd Ecking back from the Giro, Marcus Holgaard, Boj Wallen Erasmus, Floris Van Tricht, Holland Johannes Anders, and obviously Cool Set, which we already mentioned. Albert's coming into this very underdone. First stage is a TT, it's a prologue, 7.6 Ks. But before we jump into that, we're going to quickly fire through some news here. So DSM managed to sign a Groenewegen after losing out to us. Van Wilder extended with Quickstep. Now that's a rider that would be pretty interesting to ride alongside as well. Would be an absolutely amazing support rider, but that's okay. Bissiger's staying at EF. Interwanti recruited Andra Bargioli. He is a very punchy rider, so one for the Ardennes Classics. Bucharago extends, staying at Bahrain Victorious. Healy stays at EF after that 5th place in the tour. Gregory has extended at Alpecin de Koenig. He's a very punchy climber, very good in the Ardennes. Yao Almeida. Wow, that's big news. Traitoring on UAE and Tadej, joining the arch nemesis in Jonas there. Oof, tough break. Tuttenberg has jumped across to Alpecin de Koenig. He's a very strong sprinter, 81 sprint. What's his acceleration like? 81. So 81. He's developing into a very dangerous rider, that's for sure, in the sprints at least. Tim Lear extended at Quickstep. Mads Pedersen is staying at Quickstep as well. Lidl Trek recruited Matteo Jorgensen, our rival at the Giro. Sheffield extends with Ineos. Jonathan Milan jumps over to FDJ, the big Italian sprinter. He's at 84 sprint now and his acceleration's at 78. Wow. DeLee is across the Arkea. Wout van Aert extends at Visma. Philipsen stays with Alpecin, and Evenepoel stays at Quickstep. Alright, it is time to start our Volta campaign with the prologue. Let's jump into it from Burgos to Burgos. Intros are back.
We're here for the start of the 76th edition of La Vuelta, and 21 stages that will take us to a finish in Santiago de Compostela in northwestern Spain. Between now and then, there's plenty of racing, but today it's a gentle affair. 8 kilometers of an individual time trial, though it's enough to get the show on the road and to designate the first red jersey wearer. We should remind the riders that the Alto del Castillo ascent offers no points for the polka dot jersey, so the climbers will have to wait for stage 3 to open their account.
There we go. The amazing intro is back. Love to see it. Geraint Thomas is leading the class early. Let's have a bit of a look at who we're racing against. Jorgensen. Oh, he's looking stronger than he was at the Giro. So we're going up against Jorgensen. Pretty strong Visma team by the looks of it down the rot line there. Carlos Rodriguez is backing up from the tour. So is Enrique Mas. Buitrago as well. Adam Yates is here. We're racing him at the Giro. Van Gils, not so much a contender for GC, but a very strong puncher. UAE brought Arriata, the young Spanish climber. Pretty young team all around that they've brought along. Denny Martinez at our new team, Bora Hansgrohe. They've actually brought one rider less. I guess someone must have pulled out sick as the tour started. Unfortunate for them. Let's see how we fare against our new teamies. Anybody else of interest? Kahu did ended up riding pretty high at the Giro. Yeah, that's about it. Jason Osborne for Alpecin de Koenig. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's jump forward to Albert's roll-off. And there is the World TT Champion, his all-white kit, rolling down for his prologue. I think it's going to be around the 88 mark. We'll just have to monitor that. Nope. We got it a bit wrong. We'll roll it back to 86 for a minute. Yeah, 86 looks okay. We might up it to 87. We'll go through this first checkpoint. Up a bit of a pinch, it looks like, over a overpass, is it? Yeah, it is. Alright, we're going to obviously go down a descent as well, which means a little bit back into the red. It is 13 through that first time check. Albert's on a not so great day, a +2, but his fitness is against him. We're going to have to up it to 89. No, 87 was good for the time being back there. Only a K left. Let's go back to 89 now. Maybe 91 even. Yep, that's good timing. First. Nice. He pipped Geraint Thomas. Can't believe he stayed in the hot seat pretty much from the start of the day. Got him by 8 seconds in the end. So that is a red kit for Albert Engel. He has worn, yeah, huge feat straight off the bat, but he has worn every leader's jersey. So that's a club of, I don't know, something like maybe 20 riders that he's joined already first season. Not too bad. And plus he's also won a stage now as well. That's what that also means. I don't rate this, that the Skoda Sprinter jersey is the exact same as the Tour. It is like that IRL as well. It's the weirdest change they did. Young rider as well with us. Obviously no KOM yet. Ineos leading the team class. But yeah, one thing I just was touching on there, what this means is Albert has also won a stage at every Grand Tour with that TT win. Magnus Cort rode very well, an 8th place from him. Yes, obviously manager's pretty stoked with that one. All right, if we jump over to results, archives, we will confirm that. But if we go to exploits, one thing that we can confirm, where is it? Stage Hunter. So Albert joins 4 other riders. Because this is a, sorry, hang on. There's major tours in a career stage. Maybe they don't have it. There's stage winners in your whole career, which is a very small pool as well. Same as the Jersey, it's like 20, maybe 30 riders. But in the same year, only Pataki managed it, the Italian sprinter. Pirani Abafi, I'm not too sure who that is, unfortunately. Same as Miguel Poblet. The only 4 riders in history now with Albert who have managed to win a stage in every Grand Tour in a season. That is monumental. All right, let's roll in the stage 2 whilst Albert builds his form back up. He's only at 70% fitness and he's managed to pull a stage win. All right, we've got Kalugak. Jesus, my Spanish is probably the worst of the 3. Kaluga to Burgos here, flat stage for stage 2.
106 kilometer route will take the peloton west and then back north for another finish in Burgos. There really are no obstacles along the way, and the sprinters will have highlighted the stage when the route was first announced. They will no doubt be looking forward to their first showdown of the Tour with a greater appetite than for the local specialty, olla podrida, literally rotten pot stew.
Oh man. All right, you heard the man. It is an interesting region that we're heading to. Rotten pot stew, not bad. Seems like the peloton is not keen to let a break go just yet. I gotta say, the red with the Uno X kit is very cool. I like to see that. Is nice. What a nice strip to round up your career at Uno X. Alright, Peloton still hasn't really let that break go. I guess they want to go for the intermediate points or something. I'm not too sure. But Jordi Mas, Gelders from Alpecin de Koenig, and Larson from Arkea are the riders in the breakaway. I wouldn't really say any of them are threats. Yeah, okay. Peloton's finally decided to let them go. We'll jump forward to the sprint finish. So some sprinters picking up their intermediate sprint there. It was Tesson, was it? Yeah, Tesson and Gaviria. So Gaviria is interested in going for that green jersey in the Vuelta, maybe. All right, we'll see you guys at the sprint finish. Right, the peloton is whole again. There is quite a few sprint trains forming. Got Gourmet over here. Where's Gaviria? He's riding right near us. That's not a bad wheel to grab, I think. We'll grab Gaviria's wheel with Albert. We've got Ariata there, the UAE rider. Yeah, it's just a bit of floating action from everyone, isn't it? Looks like Magnus Cort Nielsen, which I did see, he's one of the outside favourites for the sprint sprint win, is getting let out by Van Tricht at the moment. We're pushing around, hoping to get Gaviria's wheel. We've just lost it. 7k to go. Fighting our way back onto it. Yep, we've managed to pick Gaviria back up again. Who's... oh, it's a bit of a washing machine here. Hopefully we can barge our way back through onto that wheel. Looks like quite a few riders want it. 3k to go. It's looking like Gaviria is having an armchair ride, that's for sure. All right, we're hitting the final here. We might launch with Albert a little bit, see if he can pick up some form of a result. It's going to be Tesson, is it? Yes, it is. Tesson from Baroncini. Jonathan Navarez from Ineos actually in 3rd. Casper Pedersen, Thibaut Nice in 5th, rounding out the top 5 there. And it was a 13th place from Engel in the end. I think during this Vuelta we're going to be learning a lot of new sprint names, that's for sure. Jason Tesson from Israel Premier Tech winning his first Grand Tour stage of his career. Albert, no change in GC. Points class is with Jason Tesson. Albert's got 24 points in that one. Young riders on his shoulders, and Ineos a leading team class still. Alright, let's get into stage 3, which will be the final ep of this episode. I know we typically do around 4 episodes in a Grand Tour, but we did get to break the good news of next season's team for Albert. Well, it's a good episode, good stage to finish the episode on, from Santo Domingo de Silos, to Picon Blanco, but it's a very steep climb, that one.
The start of stage 3 again brings us south of Burgos. This time we're in Santo Domingo de Silos. But today the riders will continue much further north, on the only stage over 200 kilometers. 203 to be precise. There are 2 third category ascents, Puerto del Manquillo and the Alto de Boras, before the real challenge of the day. The first category climb to the finish at Picon Blanco, a newcomer to the Vuelta. It's a 9-kilometer ascent at an average of over 8%, but there are several sections at 10% and above. The favourites may not come to the fore this early in the Tour, but none of them can afford an off day.
And speaking of an off day, unfortunately, Albert is on -1, which combined with his fitness, if you're not too familiar with the game as well, or maybe you've been in and out of it or whatever, basically the way your day's rating works, which is down in the bottom left corner down here, is your base rating with a couple factors, which is fitness and random day. I don't know what the C stands for, if I'm honest. But this is sort of the luck of the draw, how you're going to feel. And then it's got some algorithms to combine with your fitness to give you what you'll be dealt with attributes. So you can see Albert's got a lot of -2s across the board. Not the best when he's going to go up against Matteo Jorgensen. Just noticed Seb Berwick's riding for Caja Royale. Good on him. Michael Matthews is here as well. He could be a bit of a favourite for this stage. Where is Jorgensen? I just want to pick that up nice and early. Obviously, he's got the world champ bands on. All right, he's at 99% fitness, and also he's on a +1 day, so he's going to be tough to take on. Peloton's been very aggressive here. It doesn't really seem like they want to let these 4 riders go. We got Adamarts, Donenworth from Lotto, and Alpecin de Koenig out front, and then Kalani and Wirtz from Israel and Interwanti trying to bridge at the moment. All right, we'll jump a fair bit further in the stage and catch you guys up if anything exciting happens. Who got the finals point there? It was Rota? I don't know who that is. Doesn't look like he's actually got any points, whoever it is. It might have been just someone who was leading the peloton, I think. Cerny's on the front. Yeah, no idea about who that was, to be honest. Someone managed to swing through and pip him, though. All right. Keep marching forward to this big, steep climb. All right. It's been hell for leather. We just lost the wheel a bit or two going up that little steep Cat 3 there. We're just going to have a bit of a think for a second. Hit pause. We're going to grab Magnus Cort. Hang on. We'll do this. Hit maintain. Okay. Albert's going to grab Magnus Cort Nielsen's wheel, who looks like he's actually on a better day than us. At least we know a bit more about our teammates this time around. Magnus Cort can grab Christian Odd Ecking. Cool set's usually reliable ally, but maybe not today. Okay, we'll grab Hulgard. Yeah, it looks like Cool Set is the next obvious. Then Wallen and Van Tricht for the final. Because Albert hasn't actually grabbed Magnus Cort's wheel. We instead said Johannesson. All right, instead we're going to slot you in there, I think, Johannesson. Wait, what has happened there? Put him to the back of the chain. Put you to that part in the chain, please. Has that worked? Yeah, that looks right. Okay, we can go effort now with Van Tricht. Pop him on 89 just so he can get through to the front. He's going to hurt himself doing this, but that is okay. We'll slide back a little bit. Looks like Quickstep slotting in on our wheel. Adam Yates. Let's learn how he's feeling, actually. Ooh, he's feeling quite good. We're going to probably have a very similar situation to early on in the Giro. Sorry, not the Giro, the Tour, where Albert's situation, his fitness is going to hurt him. But Van Trichter's doing a really strong job here. We're going to be able to go now with Wallen at 91-ish. Maybe that's a bit hot. We can sit on 86 for now, I think. About to start this climb. We're a K out. Wallen's going to get us all the way into it, I would say, by the looks of this. Yep. And we're on the climb now. So 7K to go. Here comes Alpecin. Sorry, not Alpecin. Quickstep. Don't know how I'm getting those two mixed up. He's going to hit 99 with Wallen then. Just use him all the way up. And we're going to use him and his yellow as well. We're going to use all of his yellow. We'll watch back here in case anyone starts to surge. Jorgensen's looking frisky. So's Yates. Wallen's about done though. So we'll hit it now with Coolsat. Some 5K to go. That is looking pretty good at the moment. Coolsat's doing a very strong job. We'll use him all the way up. And he is done. Okay, it's now Hulgaard's turn at 4K to go.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
And Hulgaard is used up his red. He's into his yellow now. Not many riders able to respond to the ferocious effort from the Uno X boys. We've got 3.5K to go. And it's time for Johannesson to hit the front. Alright, Johannesson, show your stuff, mate. We might take the gel with Albert pretty soon. We're going to go a little bit deeper yet, I think. Keep going with Johannesson, at least till 2 and a bit K to go. Looks like Adam Yates is feeling very strong. Oop, we've timed that a bit poorly. We're going to need to take the gel with Albert now. And our boys are going to be able to ride back through. Perfect. Come on, Christian Odecking. Up, he's spent. Okay, it is Magnus Cort Nielsen's turn. Surge him through to the front. Oh, he's cooked. That's okay. Just keep riding hard. Keep riding hard. Now we can take the gel with Albert. Come on. Come on. Magnus Cort's looking good. Okay, launch the sprint with Albert. He's coming through. He's cooked. Adam Yates is looking good. Here comes Jorgensen. Wow. Very strong ride between those two. Looks like it's going to be Jorgensen from Adam Yates. Yep, it is. He's going to maybe have enough to take the red jersey office. It's going to be 8th for Albert. I'm happy with that. 70% fitness, -1 day, and we only lose 12 seconds or so up that climb. Let's see the podiums to confirm how we went. All right. Strong riding from Jorgensen there. The Pip Yates on the line. 14 seconds in the end. And it is, no. Still a red jersey for Albert, actually. Adam Yates 7 seconds back. Jorgensen moves to 12 seconds back. Best climber, though, goes to Jorgensen. Adam Yates in second there. Points classes with Tesson still. Albert moves up a little bit. Young riders still on our shoulders, and team class is now with Vismalab. Bora in second, our new team. Looking good. Alright, so that was a pretty nicely navigated stage. Next episode will be stage 4, 5, 6, 7, which is a flat stage, a hilly stage, and a medium mountain stage. I think we're going to get our form picking up very quickly in the middle of this tour. I'd have to assume. I think it's going to happen very quickly. Once we're back in the 80s, things look a lot better for us. We need to be back there quickly though, because yeah, what just happens is going to keep happening, I am afraid. All right, catch you guys next time. Peace out.